All right, this is Sid Owsley from Determination Determines Destination podcast, where we share stories of people who use what I call the three D's to success. Determination determines destination in order to overcome obstacles and challenges in their life. And today I have one with me, Brianna Members.
Yes.
All right, now, Brianna is a founder of SheEdits LLC. She graduated from Indiana University, Purdue University of Indianapolis with a degree in elementary education and was blessed with over $50,000 in scholarships and grants. As she says in her bio, glory be to God. I was blessed to graduate without a penny in student loans and have help students win thousands for college. Her business, SheEdits LLC, provides professional scholarship and essay assistance so that others can also graduate debt free. Welcome, Brianna. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me on here today, Sid. I'm so excited to be able to talk to you today.
I'm excited to have you on because I think it's so important for people to be able to get the information that you have to further their education without getting in mountains of debt like some of us have. and,
Mm-hmm.
and so I just, when I saw the type of service that you have, the type of business that you have, I said, hey, there are people out there right now who want to further their education and they need to see what Brianna has. They need to have what she offers. And so that's why I brought you on. So tell us your story of how you use what I call the three D's to success. Determination determines destination to overcome obstacles and challenges in your life and to create this wonderful business that you have.
Awesome. So the three D's, determination determines destination. It's a tongue twister, but I love it. It's a good message in there. I've used the three D's to success. I started talking about my scholarship journey. I didn't have any money saved up for college. I didn't have a penny saved in my bank account. Neither one of my parents graduated from college. So we just all had to figure this whole thing out together. And so we really had to be determined to push through and to not give up, finding this money. Some people haven't made, some people have been saving up since they were like, babies. They have these college accounts. And by the time they get into college, they're set. That wasn't my story at all. So I had to persevere, push through, and to get to the place that I am today, to get to the place of the destination of, not having any student loans, not graduating with any debt. It definitely took some perseverance. It took some dedication. It took a lot of time doing scholarship applications, writing the essays, talking to different people, going back and forth, receiving help. My mom and I trying to find money out there. But, like I said, through perseverance, determination, the help of the Lord, I'm able to be at the destination that I'm at today.
That is great. That's great that you were able to pull that off to actually help your future by being debt free. And it's great that you're helping other people. So tell us about your business, SheEdits LLC.
All right. So graduate debt free with SheEdits LLC. That's my slogan.
And
So,
hold on one second. The smile that you have when you talk
oh
about it.
gosh.
When I saw the photo that you sent me for the
Mhm.
graphic, I said, "Look at that smile. That girl is smiling. Not only is she smile like that because she graduated, she's like, I got this smile because I graduated debt free."
Right, I'm telling you, like it would have been kind of a bittersweet moment walking away with that degree and knowing I got thousands of dollars. I got to start paying back right away. But on graduation day, I was happy. I was like, I'm done with school. I'm done with the money from school. I'm done with all that. Like, I can just be free. So
Okay.
yep, absolutely. So my business, it provides scholarship assistance in multiple ways. So we do scholarship courses, we offer one-on-one scholarship coaching, we provide scholarship essay assistance, scholarship application review. We take families and students literally from the first step of not knowing where to find any money to being successful scholarship candidates and winning that money and having money in their pockets. So we provide the whole gamut. I know the scholarship process can be very overwhelming. So I like to break things down in very easy to understand, digestible steps. I'm a simple person. I'm like, give it to me the kindergarten way. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, give it to me in kindergarten terms.
That's good.
So I like to make it really easy for people to understand, very straightforward. And my team and I really take pride in developing those personal relationships with people to help them alleviate their stress, alleviate their fears about the whole scholarship journey, and just walking with them through the whole way.
That's great. You know, like I said, that the whole scholarship thing is it's a maze for a lot of people to have to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you provide a service and a business that helps people navigate that maze is so great because you know, there's a lot of people, like you said, some people they start on it and they just give up because there's so much to it. And so you're offering something that is really an awesome service to people.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us about your challenges in starting this business. You know, what you had to go through.
Absolutely. So when I started the business, I had actually actually, I was still teaching when I started the business. So when I came up with SheEdits, I was teaching fifth grade. I love teaching. I love my fifth grade babies. So I was teaching and also starting the business at the same time because my husband and I was pregnant. I was expecting our first son. And so I knew when I had him, I wanted to come home full time and I wanted to be at home with him and give him like all the attention that he needs.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, what can I do to do that? What can I do to, still be working and be at home? And so I feel like the name SheEdits just came to me. The concept just came to me. And so that was a challenge in and of itself, teaching full time, while being pregnant and then also running a business. It was a lot. And then just not having any type of really entrepreneurial background. That was difficult at first. I didn't know really where to even start with that. So just reaching out, finding different mentors, finding different people to help me walk along the way. Now, I'm just growing the business. It's getting better and better. I'm enjoying it so much. It's just been an awesome process, but definitely getting it off the ground was probably the most difficult because I just didn't know what to do. Just similar to the scholarship process, I didn't know what I was doing. So that was probably my biggest challenge.
Now, without giving away any business secrets, can you just go over some of the overall challenges people run into when they're trying to navigate this scholarship and grant process?
Absolutely. And that's that's a very common question. So the biggest mistake that people make when they're looking for scholarships, and I know because I did the same thing, I wasted a ton of time doing this, is applying for big national scholarships. So most of the times what people will do, they'll go on Google and they'll type college scholarships or African American scholarships, and then 10,000 results will pop up and they'll apply for these ones that have very, very general requirements that everybody in the country is eligible for, basically. And then they don't really have a chance of winning because if the only requirement is that you have a 3.0 GPA, well, thousands and thousands and thousands of kids across the country have a 3.0 GPA. So one of the biggest things we do at SheEdits is help you to narrow down the field. That's when I started having my scholarship success, is when I started finding very, very specific scholarships that matched me. So for instance, one of the ones I always talk about is the minority teacher scholarship. In order to get this one, you had to be in Indiana, you had to be a minority, so check, and you had to be going into the education field. So that's very, very specific. And I met the requirements and I was able to get that. And then I got a lot of scholarships that were very specific to me. So that's one thing that we do. Another big challenge and another kind of stressor that people run into is just not putting in the work because they feel like they're defeated already. I remember talking to somebody and she was like, well, I hate writing essays, so I'm just going to get student loans. I'm just going to default to student loans because she hates writing that much. And so a lot of people think that you have to be a super brainiac to get scholarships. They think that you have to be a super athlete to get scholarships, or you have to be a low income student. I was none of those. But I still was able to graduate debt free. So really not giving up before you even start the process. And then you're going to get a lot of no's. That's another reason people kind of stop or they face, that's an obstacle they face, is because they start getting rejections and then they just stop and then just take out student loans. I got a ton of rejections. Before I heard my first yes, I didn't get all the scholarships I applied for. Even once I was in college and having success and still applying for scholarships, I didn't get everyone I applied for. So those are kind of some of the biggest things that people, I see families run into.
Okay. So the essay process, like you said, a lot of people don't like writing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? How do you help them with that?
Yep. So I love writing. English and reading. Those were always my favorite subjects. So I and my team, I have a lady on my team. Her name is Ruth. She's also an excellent writer. So with the essay process, well, we have an essay course where I teach the entire essay process step by step, very granular, so people can write essays. But if they want that one-on-one assistance, we take you all the way from creating a brainstorming sheet to creating an outline to creating your rough draft to your final draft. So we sit there literally on the phone or on Google Docs and we'll brainstorm with you and then get you to the final paper. And then for those who feel like they're more comfortable with writing, they can write the first draft and then we can just edit it. That service is a little bit lower, but we offer both of those for whatever category you're in.
Okay, so that's great. You have different levels for your business. Tell us about those, the different levels that you have for your business. Let's more detail about that.
Yep. So we have a lot of things that we offer. So the let me see, how do I put this? The most popular service that we have, and it's kind of also the lowest level, which is great, is my scholarship course. So I offer this course about once a month. I have one on January 28th, but it's a live scholarship course, and I teach my entire scholarship search process. So from where to find money to when to apply to how to represent yourself as a professional to how to find money for master's degrees and doctorate degrees, that's all included in the 2-hour course. And so then if you feel like you need that extra coaching, then you can go up a level. So then after you take the course, because I make everybody take the course, so we'll all be on the same page. So once you've taken that course, if you still feel like you need that one-on-one assistance, you need somebody working with you individually, then that's when I offer the one-on-one coaching. And then you can get the essay assistance anytime. And then I do have bundles where they're all packaged together and you do get a discount if you get it that way. But yeah, that's kind of how some of the different levels work.
Okay, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thank
you. You fit people's their budget and even their talent level. If they have the talent to write and you can still help them, that's great.
Yep, absolutely. Like I have a coaching call tomorrow with a student, with one of my clients. She took the course. She's an excellent writer, but she just wants me to just look over her paper to make sure everything is, nice and right. So even though, like I said, she's an excellent writer, we still can just go back through it and I can give her feedback, have her add things, take things away before she submits the application.
Okay. Wow. I like that. Yeah, I'm sure, so many people can get a lot out of your business because, education is so important, but paying for it is the part where people, they just, it knocks them out the box.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And so is your course or your business only for, say, people who are only trying to get a bachelor's degree? What about people who are seeking, master's, PhD? And is it only for college? Are there other ways to use this for other, other types of education?
Definitely. Great question. So to answer your first question, okay, let me make sure I can get these in order. All right. So first, say your first question again. I'm sorry. I got stuck on the second one.
Is it only for
people master's?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So I offer help from students all the way in high school to students who are going back for their doctorate degree. So a lot of people think there's only money, for the first 4 years of school, but there's so much money out there for people who are getting their master's and their doctorate. I actually have a scholarship interview with somebody who is in, I'm related to her, but she also is going back for her master's degree and she is getting it paid for because there's this like program that she's in that they pay for her master's degree. So she's getting on my channel. She's to talk about that. So there's money for all students of all different kind of levels. And then as far as using the education for other things, that's also a great question. A lot of people want business grants as well. And I've had people come to me and ask me, about like writing proposals for business grants or getting money for their businesses. It is a similar process. There's this woman who I always refer those people to because she specializes in like finding grants for business. It's really similar, but it's not the same. And then she always refers people finding scholarships for school to me because they're always asking us like, if the two kind of intertwine. You can definitely take the concepts from both of them, but I really just focus on education and using that money for school.
Okay, but that's great. Like you said, you have someone that if someone comes to you a business loan or grant, you can refer. That's awesome.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. I may holler at you.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah. She's great. Her name is Whitney, Words by Whitney, and she will get you all the way together if you want money for your business. She'll get you together.
All right. Yeah, so that makes the service even better.
Right. Yep. And I'll definitely give you her information afterward.
Yeah. So what have been some of your biggest wins with this business?
So I always tell people I start with my own testimony, of getting over $50,000 in grants and scholarships. And then I just love being able to get those phone calls or those text messages where people tell me like they won. It's so exciting. One of my favorite stories is I was working with a client, and I think I've been working with her 2021. So probably since 2019, I think. We've been applying for scholarships, writing the essays, putting in work, and she wasn't getting any of them. And then I found one for her. I was like, this is the one, this is the one. So we wrote the essay together. She put in the application. She called me. She was so excited. She's like, oh my gosh, like they asked me to come in and interview. They loved my application. Like, let's do the interview. So she did the interview. They gave her the scholarship a few hours later. It's $5,000. So that was so exciting. And then I've had other successes too. But I really tell people I love the DDD, the determination determines destination, because she was determined. Like she didn't give up. Like I said, even though we had been putting in work, applying for those applications, or applying for those scholarships rather, she could have given up. But I was encouraging her. We pushed through, and then she had success. So definitely, that's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah, like you say, it's great to see people push through the obstacles, be determined, and come out with some wins.
Yep, absolutely.
You're a part of that.
Right. It's such a rewarding feeling. I always say I want people to get more money in scholarships than I got. Like that's my goal. I want to give away more scholarships than what I was able to receive. And I want people to get more scholarships than I was able to receive. Like that is my ultimate dream. One of my ultimate dreams.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. So what would you advise someone? What would you do differently in your scholarship pursuit, and the advice you would give someone who's embarking on a scholarship journey?
So I would have kept applying, and I tell people this: keep on applying, even if your tuition is already paid for. Like even if you don't owe anything, keep on applying, because you can get refund checks. I did get refund checks. I would get like $2,000 back a semester because I got more money than I needed for my tuition. So it's really nice because the money literally just went directly into my bank account, and then I could use that for whatever I wanted to. However, I got kind of tired at the end of, college. I was like, I'm just done. I want to graduate and get up out of here. So I just kind of stopped applying for scholarships, but I wish I would have kept going and applying for as many as I could find, putting in as many applications as I could have to get more money, because there's this, I was just talking to this guy. His son went to the same college that I went to. And so our tuition was about the same, but his son got $260,000 in scholarships because they put in so much work. And so I'm like, just imagining how much his refund check was. Like if mine was $2,000 a semester, his had to be like something crazy because we went to the same school. It's the same tuition. So yeah, that's what I would tell people. And then start early. I got a late start. I got most of my money when I was already in college, because I kind of started my journey like in high school, like my senior year of high school. And, by that time, a lot of scholarships were already given out and stuff. So I would definitely I wish I had started maybe sophomore year of high school. That's when I tell people to like go ahead and start getting on it. It's like sophomore, junior year. Because then once senior year hits, then you can be on it. Like, so yeah.
That is great advice. That's
Mm-hmm.
great advice. You start early and just keep
Yes.
applying. You said 200 and something thousand.
$260,000. So we're supposed to be doing an interview on. So I have a private Facebook group for all my clients. So he agreed to come and do an interview with me on for that group, for my paying group, so that they can also like get all his secrets.
Yeah, that's need to have him on. That's
Yeah, absolutely. That's the plan.
So, what are the future plans that you have for your business?
So my future plans for the business would be, I just want to just be the teacher, because I love teaching. It's in me. That's what my degree was in. So I just want to teach about scholarships, and then like have other people, doing all the essays and doing the applications. But I just want to keep growing the business, giving out scholarships. I want to give out so many scholarships. Like I want to be able to help somebody else and to bless somebody else. So that's one of my biggest future goals for the business, is to give back.
That's great.
Yeah.
The type of business that you have is so it is a very giving business.
Mhm.
It's such a great help to people, and that's why I was so excited to have you on, because I know
Yes.
so many people can get a lot of what you have. A parent who says, there's somebody out there that can help me get some scholarship
Mhm.
for my child.
Right.
You've changed their whole life and their child's life, their whole family's life when you can do that.
Absolutely. And then you can like pass that education on to your kids, and they can pass it on to their kids, and then you can just start making it a generational thing. So it's just awesome. Like my son, I've already thought about it. He's only one, but I was like, oh, you're not paying for college. Like if that's what you want to do, if you want to go to college, oh baby, no, you are not paying for it. Like
He said,
so
"Mommy
then I
got
can, right, I got you. So then I can teach him, and then he can go teach somebody. So it's just awesome.
you." Yeah, that is great.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me see what else we got here. Is there anything you can recommend to people, other than come see your business,
Right.
check you out?
Yeah, so one freebie that I always give people, because primarily my clients are African American. I know I'll take anybody, doesn't matter. But typically my clients are African American. So I always tell people about this website. You might want to write it down. All those who are watching, they're in TV land.
Okay.
It's scholarships.uncf.org. Scholarships.uncf.org. This is one of my favorite scholarship websites because it's geared for African Americans. The UNCF stands for the United Negro College Fund, and they give out so much money. And I love their website because they always keep their scholarship list current. So you're not going to go on there and see scholarships that expired 2 years ago, which you'll find in your scholarship journey. This, they always keep it updated. It's very, very organized. They tell you when the application opens, when it closes, what you need to do, when you need to do it by, what documents you need to have for every scholarship. And they're very specific scholarships. Most of the time when I look on them, like I wouldn't be eligible for them, but then sometimes you'll hit one and it's like, yep, I meet all the requirements. And that's actually a good thing. You don't want to be, you want to find those specific, very specific scholarships. So that website is great for that. So I highly recommend that one. And that's one like tip freebie I always give out.
Okay, that's excellent. That's excellent. So as we wrap up, let everybody know one more time how they can get in contact with you, how they can partake in your business.
Absolutely. So you can go to SheEditsLLC.com. SheEditsLLC.com. On the website, you can schedule a free consultation with me. I would love to talk to you. So my calendar's on there, and you can just schedule your time. You can also find me on Instagram at SheEdits_LLC. You can find me on Facebook at SheEditsLLC. And then you can message me. All my contact information is on there. You can email me at Brianna, Brianna, at SheEditsLLC.com. But definitely, I would recommend going on my website because I do give out scholarship freebies on there. So if you go on there, you can get 2 absolutely free resources. You can sign up for my free Facebook group through my website. And I provide valuable content in there. So you can definitely become a part of that free group as well. But yeah, definitely my website. If you go on there, you'll find everything.
That's great. Great. I encourage everybody that's watching this to, check Brianna's business out, get that free consultation. It can really help you out in your personal journey or your children's journey or whoever you want to share this with in furthering their education, but do it affordably, hopefully with no debt at all. I think what Brianna has is a very valuable and awesome service. So please check her out.
Yes, thank you. And then I always tell people, and I always try to keep my prices affordable always because I remember what it was like, needing help and I'm literally trying to find money. So I don't have a bunch of money to be giving y'all. So I definitely understand what it means to be on a budget and what it means to want to keep money in your pocket. That's like the whole point of why you're coming to me. So I try to keep things affordable. I do things like with payment plans. You can pay up front, you can break it up. But I definitely want to work with you to, keep it somewhere where it makes sense for both of us.
That's great. You really, like I said, that's really helping people out where you can, be flexible with the payment structure.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, Brianna, thank you very much for being on.
Yes, thank you.
Check out Brianna. This is Sid Owsley from the Determination Determines Destination podcast, where we share stories of people who use what I call the 3Ds to success. Determination determines destination to overcome obstacles and challenges in their life. It's been great. Thank you. And be on the lookout for another episode in the next few days.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right.